Hey, hey, hey. Here we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. How is everyone doing? It's officially the new year, isn't it? Like last Monday, I was like, oh, I'm not quite ready. But this Monday, I'm ready. We're ready. We're rolling now. It's time, right? Let's see. I am going to make my friend a co-host here just in case we get something wonky going on. There you go, Holly. Welcome, everyone. Hello, hello. I'm going to, now that she's here, Holly and I've got something special worked out for you, but I'm going to kick this over to Holly. She's going to handle the Zoom here for the next 30 minutes. But welcome, guys. Welcome to the Zoom.
Hey everybody, welcome to our second huddle of 2026, right? We're almost like mid-January already. I can't even believe it. But so glad you guys are on. And Brandon, thanks. Let me do this with you tonight. This is going to be fun. Big welcome to our new consultants. If you're new or newer to the team, and this is one of your first huddles, we're so glad you're here. And if you're a guest tonight, just kind of listening in, I'm really glad you're here because you get to get just a look at what we're about, our community, which is really, really important to us. So we're glad that you're here and able to tune in and just listen and be a part of it. So glad you're hopping on. We always love to start with some wins for the week. So I would love, okay, can I just go first? Can I just share a couple real quick? And then please get your hands up. But I'm going to share just real quick. I'll be fast. I want to hear your guys' wins. But I want to give a shout out to one of our consultants. Her name is Nancy, and she's kind of relaunching. And we're doing a 30-day blitz. It's called Faith and Focus in our team. And to do it, to be part of it this time, you had to like meet certain requirements. You either had to have 300 SV, Hello Freedom 5, right? Goes along with that. Or if you didn't have that yet, if you were newer, just getting started, you had to do at least 10 invites, like brand new invites in a very short amount of time. And Nancy raised her hand. She's like, I'm getting to work. And she did her invite and she's in this 30-day blitz with us. So shout out to Nancy. Great job. And then I had a consultant share with me today, a new consultant, brand new, just a little over a month ago. She started with P84 and NRF2. And she messaged me today. She had had health issues. She'd been suffering for so long. Started with NRF2 and P84 with the enrollment pack, so the Healthy Edge. Just messaged me today that she did started Mind Body now after a month on Healthy Edge. And you guys, she lost 6 pounds in 1 week. 6 pounds, no working out, but she said, I feel alive again. The puffiness is gone from my face. And so I think she'll be sticking around, right, with results like that. So those are the wins I wanted to share. Elena, let's go to you.
So my win is getting myself out of the way for 2026. There was I can't remember that I get on so many Zooms, but the IC Bright story. And I have a friend that is very close and dear to us, and I've talked to him about NRF2, and his wife took it for like maybe 2 months and didn't take it. And his sister, the niece, everybody is having eye issue with macular. I don't know how to pronounce all that, but I just reached out to him. I called him and I said, "Look, I just got off of Zoom. I've been thinking about you and your family. I want to, share this information with you." And, I'm just so, because I've always like, I don't want to be selling, I don't want to sound like I'm selling to somebody, but I need to stop that mindset because I'm actually helping people, not selling them. So
Love that.
that's
I love that. That was a powerful I See Bright story. So I love that because I'm not as regular with mine as I should be. And I know because it always helps when I take it. It doesn't work if it stays in the bottle, right? We know that. Anyone else have a win? Anything they want to share? Raise your hand, put it in the comments. I saw a couple in the comments right there. Love to hear some more. How was everybody's like the training Saturday, right? Anybody have a great turnout there, great meeting, good feedback? Anything there that you want to share? Sabrina, I see you waving your hand. Does that work?
Yes, we had 5 people over, and we actually afterwards went ahead and set up team meeting for once a month, the middle of the month, just to plan out the rest of our month, either by Zoom or in person. And so there was really, I didn't even come up with that. It was suggested. So that was a great turnout from that. Just one thing led to another. So I was really happy with that.
Good for you. I love that. Those watch parties are powerful. Just getting people in the same room in person is so good. So good job on that. Robin, going to you.
Yes, it was my first time hosting a watch party at my house. And I had I was super nervous, but we had a lot of food and fun, and as much people that I thought was gonna come didn't come, but it was three of us, and plus we had one person from another team that zoomed in with us, and that was awesome because they just took in notes and they took in more than I thought they took in, and they're ready to run. And even one that couldn't make it, she's like, look, you got to catch me up on everything. I want to know how to run. Let's do this. So, and then one of them that didn't make it, she tonight, Natalie, she just signed her first customer, and she just signed up like not even 2 weeks ago. So I'm super proud of her.
That's fantastic. And food, you can't go wrong with food. Get a bunch of food, people will come together. So I
That's
Yes.
love
funny you
that.
say that, Holly, because that's what I was gonna say. Like, okay, she's like my first one, so I was super nervous. So what I did is I bribed everybody with good food, so they had to be
Yes.
happy. That's what I heard. I don't know what you guys heard, but that's what I heard.
Our events,
Island
yeah.
style salmon too, man. Big up.
Yep, I love it. I know for ours, we had like chicken chili and a Southwest salad, and there's always a big spread. We always have a ton of food. It just makes it that much more fun. Way to go, Robin, though. Proud of you for doing your first one. That's amazing. Amber and Jared, I was actually thinking about you. I was gonna give you a shout out, and maybe you're gonna share what you did, or maybe you're not. But go ahead. Let's see what you got to say.
So Lori and I put together a full year's worth of meetings. We sat down and we hammered out the calendar and started putting a year's worth of meetings together. And about four or five of those, we also we added themes to each of those. So they're on the calendar. We just got to implement and get them done.
Events.
Yeah,
I'm,
events.
I'm glad you said that because I was just thinking I was going to give you a shout out next because I was like, I remember you telling me a whole year's worth of events, you guys. That's commitment. And they've been doing events every month for a long time now. So to go ahead and plan other year's events with the team is fan. I don't know if Lori's on here, but proud of Lori too. Great job, you guys. Amy, I see your hand and I saw you kind of waving like that, and now you got the digital
Yeah, I
hand
was
up. So
trying to figure out how to raise my hand digitally, but about it's in regards to Saturday's launch party, I really loved hearing from Marcel in the fact that it took him 8 months before he got very successful because I'm moving forward, but it's going at a slow pace. But I do have two really good prospects, Sue, and then I also made an appointment with my chiropractor on Monday, who I plan to get Tori talking with too. So it's getting there, and Marcel was very inspiring, to see his success and know that it didn't happen overnight. And I know everybody says that too, but you just kind of lose sight of that. So that gave me what I needed to hear.
I agree. I thought Marcel's part was
Mhm.
so stories are powerful. We're gonna have Brandon
Yeah,
share.
they are.
Brandon's gonna share a
They
story
are.
here in just a minute, but to hear his story, and I thought Kristen and him did such a great job. It was definitely powerful. I agree with you there.
Mhm.
And a shout out to Nina because Nina drove over to Brandon's neck of the wood with a guest and attended the Tampa area event there. So I love that Nina's always showing up to events there and had a guest with her this time. So way to go. All right, you guys, I love sharing that. Thank you for sharing your stories and your wins with us. It's just super always inspiring and just encourages people to hear what's happening. So thanks for doing that. Brandon, I'm coming to you. So you are our story tonight.
Yep.
No, no pressure. Make it good. Just kidding. But you said that you had a story with both P84 and Mind Body. And so I'm anxious to hear that. My consultant I mentioned just a minute ago, when she did P84 and NR2, did the Healthy Edge for that first month, she said like she felt good, but there was no weight change, no nothing. So I love that, we're addressing that gut health side and how important that is for the mind body system. And I thought she was just like living proof of that. Get the gut healthy and look what happens. So I loved her feedback on what she'd experienced. But tell us what you had going on with those two products.
Yeah, I wanted to share with you guys tonight, and I appreciate you, Holly, jumping in, hosting, and running the call, running the Zoom. But because Activate 90 Challenge starts today, it started today. I thought I wanted to just kind of highlight, bring you guys up to speed on a couple of the things that I have found with these products. So let's start with, let's start with Mind Body, actually. Some of you may have seen the results that I put up on I was on it for the 90 days, but my first 4 weeks and then 8 weeks. So I was able to drop 7 pounds in 4 weeks with P84. And I dropped, if I remember right, two percentages of fat percentage went down by 2%, while I maintained muscle, while actually my water weight went up, which was really, it's good for me because I'm not a water drinker. So I was happy to see my water weight going up and dropping fat. That was good. Um, but Mind Body for a lot of us, I think, is going to be a product that we use to keep ourselves in a range that we're comfortable, right? I don't see Mind Body as a product that we would stay on indefinitely. I just don't see that. I see us using it when we need to use it. And I kind of knew that going in. And I did. I got down to a weight that I felt really good. Well, guess what? I've gained some weight. I've gained some weight, and I'm not comfortable anymore. And I'm really glad that this challenge has come up. But um, enter P84, right? The um, the biggest, you guys, this has become like one of my favorite products that LifeVantage has because I don't, we all put a good show on, right, on the outside, but I don't tell too many people. Like I had some gallbladder issues that were there was one night I thought we were going to the emergency room. Like I know what it feels like to have your appendix almost burst because I had to have my appendix out. I know what that pain is like. And this was not far from that pain. Okay. I know what the appendix thing was, and this was bad. Um, and I didn't go to the emergency room, fought through it. And these bouts were like anywhere from 2 hours to sometimes 5 hours of just really crippling pain. Um, and so obviously that's not something that we want to deal with. And I was hearing a lot of people telling me, just get it, take it out. Just take it out. And I don't know where you guys stand on things, but I believe someone smarter than me put it in my body to start with, and I kind of want to keep it there. I don't think it's a mistake. You guys may think it's okay to take it out. Maybe you took yours out. I'm not judging. I'm not here to judge. I just want to keep what was given to me in me. My appendix had to come out. By the way, if I could have, I'd have kept my appendix, but it was about to explode and kill me. So it had to come out. And so anyway, I've just been fighting through it. All these remedies. I will tell you that apple cider vinegar has become my friend a little bit, but enter P84. And I'm here to tell you guys that it's been a game changer for me, an absolute game changer. And it's not just the gallbladder issues that have virtually gone to zero. I can't say zero. I did have a little bit of something coming on a couple of like a month ago, but I was able to stay on top of it literally by just drinking a lot of water. I just didn't drink enough water that day, which is not good for the gallbladder. So anyway, I am literally like symptom free when it comes to the gallbladder. And I've heard Dr. Terry talk a few times. I heard her talk again this Saturday about P84 and the gut. And I'm here to tell you guys that this is beyond just the fruits and vegetables that are in this product. This product has enzymes in it as well. I don't know how much you guys have looked into this, but the enzymes that are in this product are fantastic for digestion. And I've also experienced on P84 like a fullness that encourages me to not eat as much as I would eat before. So I take it in the morning, first thing. Definitely my breakfast is cleaner and less of it. And it carries me through to the lunch. So anyway, I am super excited. Not only that I know my digestion is better for a fact, I also believe my absorption of what I'm eating is much better. What I'm actually eating is being absorbed better. And to your point, Holly, I believe that even if you didn't have great results the first time around on mind body, I believe if you've been on P84 for a month or so, I believe the results are going to be different this time because of the way your body is absorbing nutrients. I really do. So I am super excited for all of you guys that are going to be a part of Activate 90. And I can tell you, and so my wife's not here. Her mother had a surgical procedure today in Tampa, so she was not able to jump on. I talked to her about jumping on and sharing. You guys, we've been around these products for 16 years, all of them. And Lynette and I have used all of them outside of Pet Tandem, right? We've used them all. Um, I'd say this is Lynette's favorite product now. This is her favorite product. She talks more about P84 than any product we've ever released. She tells more people about P84 than, well, not more than Protandem, but you guys get my point. Like, real quick, this has become the product for Lynette. And I can't say enough about P84 and what it's going to do for the field. So if you guys have not experienced it yet, I highly suggest you experience it. And with that, Holly, let's transition over to Activate 90. Let's talk a little bit about that. I've actually, guys, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but your customers have access to this now. Okay, they have access to this challenge, the Activate 90 challenge, and the app. All right. So your customers can log in, and I confirm that because I have access to one of my customers' accounts, and I'm going to take you guys into the account. Okay.
And Brandon, I also got in the on the FAB, I shared it with my leaders to show them the message that your customers received. It was a great email that corporate sent to all of your customers. Very in-depth, very thorough, told them about the app, how to load it, and all the things they can track. So I love the email that they sent out. So just know your customers were notified and it was very well done on corporate side.
Okay, so let's see if I can come in. I'm just gonna go back to the home button. I'm gonna share my screen, guys, and see if I can connect to my cell phone. So give me 1 second there. I'm gonna share here, and then we're gonna go over and look for it. Where's the Zoom? There it is. So my phone should be coming up on your screen soon. There it is. Thumbs up if you guys can see my cell phone. Okay.
Yep, you're good.
All right, so we'll come out of this. So my customer's name is Brandon, just coincidental. Okay, so this is his customer account. You can tell it's a customer account because the bottom looks different than ours, right? This is not a typical navigation for a consultant. But up in the upper left-hand column, you'll see this little menu button right here. So this is what your customers will see. This is a live customer account app, okay? You click that menu button, and then right here is daily activation. All right. So if you click daily activation, this is what will open up. And it will take them through the same things that it's going to take you guys through. Okay. It's going to tell you what today's activities are, what your habits were, what products you used or didn't use, and a to-do list. All right. It's also going, if you click on progress, it's also going to show what you've been doing, like what you've been, your activity, your foods, all these things are here. The challenges are going to be here too. Okay, so this Brandon has not joined the no resolution revolution. We're going to see about changing that for him. And then also you got your resources here, right? What does meal timing, why does that matter, right? Why should I add front, side, and back photos? This is for the challenge. Why should I track my energy every day? All these things are here. So this is live right now for your customers. So my suggestion to you guys is one, you guys do Activate 90. A lot of you guys are already signed up for it, going to do it. Maybe some of you qualified for some of the perks. But get in the app. This is when I say do it. Get in the app. It's going to take you through. Like it's going to ask you to, what's your weight. It's going to take you through entering your measurements. It's going to, and this is private information, right? This isn't going to be given to the world. This is not, so don't worry about that. LifeVantage is very careful about that. And use the app each day and then encourage your customers to use the app each day because it's going to help them stay on top of their subscriptions and the use of their products so that they're not forgetting. You guys, anytime something's new, it's not a routine until they've done it for several days, maybe several weeks. So, Holly, do you have some more input? I can stop the share.
I just love what corporate's doing with this. I was excited when they first shared it with us quite a while back because um, first of all, I think the no resolution revolution is brilliant. That tagline alone is just so different. And people are looking for that, something that actually seems attainable and doable and sustainable for them. So I love what they're doing with that. And I love the communication they've had with our customers, but it gives us a reason to reach out to our customers and stay in touch and provide good customer service. But again, we want that retention. And if somebody can do something like this for 90 days and it's so easy and they're going to feel a difference, they're going to see a difference, I think that is key. So I love this whole thing. I love that it's also, in my opinion, when I'm inviting new people in, I love that we have this to get new customers because I say, hey, you be a new customer now. You get this app and you can track this. It makes things so easy. And so I love that I can use it as an invite tool because I don't know anyone else I mean, it's a pretty cool thing to have that and track your usage and all of your healthy habits all in one place. So I love the whole thing. You can use this in so many ways, you guys. Like, sky's the limit.
Yeah, to answer some of the questions in the chat, Sue, no, yeah, just using the app, that's your involvement there. And there's going to be a little bit of a competitiveness if that's your style. We're hoping to have some leaderboards up for people who are doing the most activities and doing the most tracking, that sort of thing. I was hoping we would get something like a step counter. That would have been really cool. So Holly and I could just try and walk ourselves to death to beat each other. That would have been fun.
There's no competition with us. No, not at all. That would be pretty cool, though.
Yeah. And Katie, I don't know about the pictures, but I mean, if it's in the app, LifeVantage owns the app, but I'm sure they will either ask for permission. And if that's part of it and you guys are not comfortable with uploading your pictures to the app, then don't do it. But by all means, use the app for the other stuff. It doesn't mean that you can't use the app because you didn't upload pictures. But it's just another mechanism that the app is going to help with so that you actually do it. Um, I can't, I don't know about you guys, but be honest, there's been these things that the company's done in the past, and I didn't take the before pictures. And then I was like, dang it, I should have taken the before pictures because I think I've had some improvements. So take the pictures. Whether you upload them or not is irrelevant. Um, Take the pictures because this is more about you guys building a story that when you're ready to share will be shareable. Does that make sense?
And
Take
that's
the pictures.
actually, yeah, Brandon, sorry to cut you off, but that's exactly one thing I was going to say. It was kind of in my head tonight to share was we know stories are powerful, but to your people, your story is super powerful. So do the before and after photos, like you said, share them or don't, but at least you'll have them in case you do have a phenomenal story. But I just think this can be used in so many ways. Invite new people, get the old people back active again, let them know, consultants and customers. Like it's going to be such a useful tool to be able to just grow our business with.
Yeah, and I've said this before, guys. We are in the wellness business. Okay. So for the guests that are here, I'm sure you guys have come to be a fly in the wall to kind of check this group out. Like, what's this group all about? Okay. Well, we're in the wellness business. So our guests, our people that we're wanting to become our customers, our valued customers and business partners, I am sure they're coming to a group wanting to kind of see, well, how are these guys, are they well, are they healthy, right? And so this is an opportunity to get in the right direction. It's, listen, it's okay to put some pounds on here and there, like, and we're in the middle of the football season, like we got another game tonight, and I love to eat, man. I ate ribs this weekend on the green egg. I love to eat, right? In fact, a lot of reasons why I work out is just so I can eat. But I also know I do get to certain points where I'm like, oh, like you walk past the mirror and you're like, whoa, you step back and you're like, for real? Like you guys know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm saying? And so that's this time of year for me. Like I'm like, okay, it's time to, get a little bit more strict.
Can
And
I just, I just gotta say something. Hang on. Because you're down there in the sunny South, right? Up in the north, we call it our winter weight. I call it winter weight. We want to hibernate up here. Well, like you're wearing 50 layers of clothes, like no skin is showing, you covered. So you just, I did that today. I'm like, whew, Activate 90 needs to come quick because Holly's getting her winter weight on. So we need to shed that. So I think if I lived in the South, I think I would stay much thinner, much longer. So
that's the thing is, down here, you look, even though we do get made fun of in Florida because there's a bunch of Floridians running around with coats on right now, like it's Michigan. It's kind of funny. But yes, less clothes are required down here, right, Mike? Mike's down in South Florida. That's probably why Mike's in South Florida. There's less clothes required. So it's a good place to hang out. There you go. He's got the gun show going. So anyway, I'm going for it. I'm gonna have fun with it. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna be public about it. And it's going to help my business. I know it is. And it will help your business, guys. It will help your business if you are looking like you're a part of a wellness company. Let's just say that. So, in conclusion for this, I just wanted to mention, Holly, that tomorrow, I didn't tell you this ahead of time. Tomorrow night, maybe some of you guys have seen this, maybe not, but I wanted all of you to be aware. And we're going to put the link to the Zoom in the TBC's Facebook group. Skip Campbell and myself and some of our leaders and their leaders got on a Zoom last week, and we laid out a strategy for a new podcast. And the purpose of the podcast is to give all of you at your fingertips another tool to share for gaining business partners. Okay. And the theme of the podcast is going to be why would they? Why would they? In other words, why would a chiropractor get in this profession? Why would a business owner get into this profession? Why would a nutritionist or any number of people, why would they choose to be a part of this profession? And tomorrow night at 8:30 Eastern is the kickoff of a Zoom. Now, I know I just said podcast. Here's how technology works. You do a Zoom that gets recorded. You give that content to the right people, the right editors, and they turn that Zoom into a podcast. So that's what's going to happen. So they're going to be live. Now, the advantage of live is that anyone that attends that Zoom will be able to have the opportunity to have a Q&A with the guest that night. Okay. Now, just so happens tomorrow night, I am being interviewed. Skip Campbell's going to be the host. I am being interviewed tomorrow night, but our goal is to have about 50 stories built into this podcast in a very short period of time. So, like, why would a school teacher do this? Why would a construction company owner do this? Why would a fireman do this? We're going to go down the list, right? And we're going to create this incredible archive of content that is going to be right available so you can say, you have got to hear this podcast. That's a modern thing. We share podcasts. We share stuff like that with people. People on the go can listen to podcasts. They can do it at the gym, the car, when they're walking, whatever they're doing. They can listen to a podcast. And the point is that these are going to be compelling stories about why would someone be involved in this profession. So we're excited about it. It's going to expand outside of Skip Campbell's teams and my team. But nevertheless, we're committed to do this, and it starts tomorrow. The link to the Zoom will be in it. The reason you want to be on the Zooms, guys, is for any of you that's ever attended a live meeting with a guest, you always hope that the live meeting delivers really well. But usually the meeting after the meeting, in other words, when you off to the side with someone else and you're introducing your guest to the speaker or your guest to another consultant, that conversation, if you've done it right, is very powerful and usually is the conversation that gets your guest to say, yes, this is it, I'm in. The meeting after the meeting. That's the purpose of the Q&A. The purpose of the Q&A after these interviews is so that you have an opportunity with a guest to be on this Zoom, and you can connect the speaker and your guest. And if the guest is too shy, you can maybe ask the speaker the question that you know the guest is wanting to know. Like, you know, how did you do this as a chiropractor? As a chiropractor, like how in the world did you find the time to do this? Or how as a chiropractor did you integrate this into your profession? So, and that's just one example. And every one of you guys either go to chiropractors or no chiropractors. I would not miss it when we interview Skip, and we're gonna probably interview Dondi Nettles, and we're gonna go down the list, right? I would not miss it if I was you guys. So take advantage of this. I think it's a phenomenal tool. It starts tomorrow night at 8:30. They're going to be maybe one or two of these a week. We're going to keep them posted for you guys as much as we can. We thought about putting it off another week so that we could really get our ducks in a row. And then we thought, nah, that's not what entrepreneurs do. We just go for it. We just go for it. We send it and we make it happen. So we are going to, because the whole point is this is a podcast, right? So whether we record tomorrow or we record next week, it's going to land in a podcast that you guys are going to have forever to be able to share out. So we're super excited about this. Teachers, the 29th of this month, is that like a teacher appreciation day? Is that what the 29th is of this month? So anyway, yeah, we're gonna do the full gamut. We're gonna do athletes. We're gonna have it all. So Holly, I'm very excited about this, as you guys can tell. And our hope is that corporate will take this idea and run with it at some point. But until then, we're gonna do it ourselves.
It's going to be awesome. You know, I'm excited about that because we talked about it a while back. This is going to be an awesome, awesome tool. One thing I would share, Brandon, before we sign off, I know it's time. You talked about the absorption of nutrients and stuff with the P84. And something I forgot to share was one of our consultants, young boy, her son's autistic, and he's, I think, 9 years old now, done their products a couple years, done very well with the products, and lots of improvements, but he was always underweight. And she said just this week, she messaged me, he's finally gaining weight. She's pretty sure it's because the P84, he's just absorbing those nutrients so much better. So another big shout out to P84. And I will never stop the mind body, you guys, because I don't know for us girls if it's different, but the food noise is no more. And I don't want to give that up. So you guys can do it when you want to lose a few pounds. Like, okay, that's fine. But this girl, lifer, lifer. So just throwing that
Awesome
in there.
stuff. Well, thank you guys for being on. Thank you, Holly, for hosting us this week. And this year is off and running, guys. So take advantage of it. And I really hope my goal is that for 2026, that this is a year that you guys can look back and say that was the year. That was the year that I finally had some breakouts. And we've got some incredible stuff that I hate to say, hey, there's all this thing's coming, but there's some really cool stuff in the pipeline that the team is working on. That I believe is going to help your business, but nothing is going to help your business more than you being excited. If you guys are not excited, there's nothing that we can do or anyone that can do about the business. And so that's why we want you guys to have your stories, tell the world about the stories. And for the guests that were here, I hope you heard something or saw something. No, I hope you felt something. I know you heard words. I know you saw some people, but I hope this Zoom tonight leaves you with a feeling that I want to be a part of what this group is doing. That's what I hope. So Holly,
And yeah, where's good? They're asking where the link will be for tomorrow's event. There's a
I'm going to
couple
put it
questions.
inside the Facebook group, and then I'm also going to put it in the WhatsApp chats.
Perfect. Thank you.
All
Thanks,
right.
everybody.
You guys have a great night.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.